Every time you drive somewhere, a camera on a pole reads your plate and logs it. Where you went, what time, how often, and that record does not belong to you. It belongs to a private company that sells access to it. They told you it was about catching criminals, so let us check the receipts on what it actually caught. A school district hunting kids. A cop tracking his mistress. Immigrants, abortion seekers. The Crooks, somehow, never quite make the highlight reel. Meet Flock. First, understand the scale, because that is what turns a camera into a dragnet. Flock's cameras are networked. When one agency runs a search, it does not just check its own town. It can reach across more than 5,800 camera networks nationwide, so a single query in one place sweeps plate records from coast to coast. This is not a local tool to find a stolen car on Main Street. It is a national searchlight, and almost anyone with the right login can sweep it across the country looking for one specific person: you. Now, the catch of the day. Beaufort City Schools in Georgia ran more than 375 of these plate searches between January 2025 and March 2026. For what? Residency verification, checking whether kids actually lived in the district. That single use was over half of all the searches that school system ran. Let that sink in. A school used a nationwide police-grade surveillance network, each search sweeping 5,800 camera systems to chase down where children sleep at night. That is what the public safety dragnet was really for. And the cops did not just track suspects, they tracked the people they were obsessed with. In April 2026, Officer Robert Josette pleaded guilty to using flock cameras to stalk a mistress. Another officer, Josu Ayala, tracked a single woman roughly 180 times in 2 months and resigned this year. 180 times. Think about what that means. The exact tool sold to protect women from danger became the tool a man with a badge used to hunt one. Give a person a national tracking grid and zero friction, and some of them will use it on the person they cannot stop thinking about, every time. This is finally hitting courtrooms, but notice it took lawsuits, not conscience. On April 3rd of 2026, a class action was amended against Flock for tracking millions of Californians and illegally sharing their data with out-of-state agencies. And back in October of last year, California's Attorney General, Rob Bonta, sued the city of El Cajon for sharing Flock data with out-of-state agencies in violation of state law. So the watchers had to be dragged into court to stop. They did not volunteer to respect the line. They crossed it, got caught, and lawyered up. Here is the part the safety brochure leaves out. This same plate data has been used to hunt abortion seekers, to track immigrants, and to follow protesters. The privacy advocates at the EFF have a name for this, and they called it years ago, mission creep. You build a tool for one narrow purpose. You swear it will only ever be used for that, and then the moment it exists, it quietly gets aimed at whoever is inconvenient this season. The woman driving to a clinic, the family without papers, the crowd at a rally. The dragnet does not have politics, it just has a search bar. And here is the ownership rot at the center of it. You bought the car, you pay for the road, you committed no crime. But the record of everywhere you drive is owned, stored, and monetized by a private company you never signed a contract with. They rent your movements to badges across the country, including ones with grudges, and you do not even get a receipt. That is the quiet theft nobody talks about, not your wallet. Your pattern of life lifted off the public road and turned into someone else's inventory. So when the next town hall pitches more cameras as public safety, ask the only questions that matter. Who owns the data? Who can search it? And what stops the next cop, or school, or agency with a grudge from pointing it at someone who did nothing wrong? Because the record is clear. This grid did not make you safer. It made you trackable. The Crooks adapted. The rest of us just got lobbed. Safety was the brochure. Surveillance was the product. If being turned into someone else's inventory makes you want to actually own the systems that track your life, you are asking the right question. This is the ownership stuff in practice, MXEL, where the data and the platform belong to the people in it instead of a vendor selling you back at mxl.com. Stay loud.